Well, my friends, we just got some shocking news coming straight from President Trump himself on his decision on whether we are going to join in the conflict with Israel and Iran or not. And no one saw this coming, okay? This twist is absolutely crazy, but the best part about it is that this twist now has leftists extremely angry, which is amazing. If the leftists are angry, then we are on the right track and we are doing something right, and that is exactly what President Trump has done today. Now, of course, this has been a huge topic all over the internet, and I definitely want to know in the comments below what you guys think about everything that is going on with the Israel-Iran stuff and all of that, and Trump, and where Trump stands on this. But I think that after today, you guys are going to be feeling much better and very proud of your support for Trump, okay? So President Trump on striking Iran, I may do it, I may not do it. This is something that he has been talking about for the past few days as people have been asking him about it, and this is what he originally has been kind of saying. This is kind of where he stood on this.
You don't seriously think I'm going to answer that way? Will you strike the Iranian nuclear component? And what time exactly, sir? Sir, would you strike it? Would you please inform us so we can be there and watch? I mean, you don't know that I'm going to even do it. You don't know. I may do it. I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do. I can tell you this, that Iran's got a lot of trouble, and they want to negotiate. And I said, why didn't you negotiate with me before? All this death and destruction. Why didn't you negotiate? I said to people, why didn't you negotiate with me 2 weeks ago? You could have done fine.
And that's really what Trump has been consistent on. He's been consistent on two things. He's a president of peace. First and foremost, that is what Trump is. And second, he has been saying for years and years and years, over a decade, that Iran cannot have these nuclear weapons, right? These are two things that he has been very consistent on. And yet what we are seeing right now are so many panicans out there, especially on social media, who are saying, oh, Trump's a warmonger now. He's going to drag us into World War III and all this type of nonsense. You see it all over the place, especially with these fake people that act like, oh, I did such a great thing by voting for Trump last November, but now I'm regretting my vote, despite the fact that Trump has not made a final decision until right now on where he stands on this entire thing. And now they look very, very foolish, those types of individuals. Weak, emotional babies, that's all that they are. And well, today we just got word, all right? Word on what is going to be happening with this entire thing, and this is coming straight from President Trump himself. So we're going to check this out, and then we're going to get into the crazy twist of this entire thing that has leftists extremely angry.
Regarding the ongoing situation in Iran, I know there has been a lot of speculation amongst all of you in the media regarding the president's decision-making and whether or not the United States will be directly involved. In light of that news, I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks." That's a quote directly from the president for all of you today.
So what we can take away from that is that Trump does not want to get involved in this, okay? And he has withheld himself. He has restrained himself and has basically said up until this point that as long as you aren't like going after America, then we're just going to stay out of it for the most part. And that's kind of where he stood on this. And I respect that a lot. And now Trump is giving us so much more information here today that shows that once again, he is, like it says here, a peacemaker-in-chief. That is what Trump is. And he has been very consistent on being that throughout this.
Last time the president said 2 weeks, you saw Russia and Ukraine have direct negotiations for the first time in years. And so the president is always interested in a diplomatic solution to the problems and the global conflicts in this world. Again, he is a peacemaker-in-chief. He is the peace through strength president. And so if there's a chance for diplomacy, the president's always going to grab it. But he's not afraid to use strength as well, I will add.
That has been Trump this entire time. And yet you see all these weirdos out there, even on the right, conservatives and stuff, that are like, oh, Trump's just the worst now. It's like, it's so pathetic. But the best part about all of this is the crazy twist that just happened today, where we just got one of the best approval ratings ever for Trump, where he is now standing at 56% approval. This is crazy, and it shows you that America loves Trump. Despite all of the narratives that are flying around that Trump is just the most controversial, that he's the worst president ever, the facts don't lie.
What, are you kidding me? 56% approval in a brand new Rasmussen poll for President Trump. 56% of the American people think he's doing a great job. That is a landslide.
So that is just amazing stuff. So I trust Trump. He is trying to continue to walk the path of being the peacemaker-in-chief, and that is exactly what he continues to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.